of the day, I don't care what anybody says, money rules the world. And the more that you have, the more of a better life you can create. Now, you don't need money to feel good, but money rules the world. That's some capacity. So if you don't have it, you can't control it. That's just the way it goes. So talk about these things and have some fun. Have some fun with it. You'll notice, for most of what I post on social media, most of what I post is about freedom. It's about family. It's about faith and living a good life, finance. And I try to have fun with it. Okay. Now, a couple more things I want to go through. Now what I want to do now is I just want to give you guys a real simple thing. Hey, how many people feel like you guys, I'll just be totally honest with you on this. I can't even tell you how many times I started. You try to start doing a video and you mess it up. You guys ever done this before? You're like, oh shit, I messed it up. You started over, you started up. Oh shit, I messed it up again. Oh shit, that was not what I wanted to say. Oh, I started over again. You guys, I was doing that for a while where I kind of thought I needed it to be perfect. Now you don't want to. I could have a hilarious. I've been thinking about doing this. I'm going to have a hilarious bloopers reel where I'm like, blah blah blah. I didn't say what I wanted to say. These things recording because the things. Savannah's like, you should post more of that, which I might. Anyway, my point is, it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, it does not have to be perfect. What would you rather? An imperfect message, whatever that means, or no message at all.
Yeah, I think we were talking.
Right? Would you rather just have something that somebody could hear that could change their lives, that could attract them to your business? Right? Of course. So I mean, when you get into it, please write this in your notes as well. Don't waste a bunch of time. You have to think like a business owner. Time is money. Now, this is, again, my personal opinion, but I would post more videos of you talking to people about how you can help them change their lives and less videos of just stuff, just stuff that doesn't really affect people. More videos of how you can change their lives. All right. Now, let's go through a very, very simple, sort of a process. And by the way, I'm going to put myself out there today. You guys, I'm going to do one of these live with you. So if I mess it up, I'm going to mess it up in front of all of you, which is totally fine. But I'm going to do a live video right in front of you, and then I'm going to post it online. I want you guys just to see the process. So step one, plan your message. Here's how I plan my message, you guys. I've got like one or two quick thoughts. Here's my thought today. My thought today is talking about people who want to make money and that I can help them. So in my mind, as I'm going in to shoot this video, I'm like, okay, I'm thinking about people out there who want to make money and I can help them. Then I'm like, there's probably people that want to get out of debt. There's probably people that want to control the money that they make. And there's probably people that just want a better life. So I'm just going to talk about those three thoughts. Hey, if you're listening to this today and you want to have control of your money, if you're listening to this today and you're tired of being in debt, right? If you're listening to this today and you want a better life with your family, I can help you. Okay, you guys, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm sharing the process. You have an idea of how, have the idea, 2 or 3 thoughts, and you get it out there. Do you think? Let me ask you a question. When you're talking to somebody about something you're passionate about, is it easy to get excited? Is it easy to get excited? Hopefully, right? If you think about whatever you're most excited about in life and you start talking to people about it, it just comes out. So number 1, plan the message. Don't overplan it, you guys and girls. Simple, one message. What do you want to say? Quick. Here's the next thing I recommend. And I again, this is just my personal recommendation. Most of your videos should be like 60 seconds. 30 to 60 seconds. Most people are not listening to you for 10 minutes. Like their attention span's too short. Now, from there, once you've planned the video, you're just going to edit it quickly. Here's all I do for editing. I try to make sure that I start the video without a funny face. I'm just going to try to at least start the video. So this this is one of the things that I do. It's funny. It's making me laugh even thinking about it. Like I try to start with a smile. I'm like, okay, here we go. Okay. Then I'm like, hey, everybody. So I try to start it from a smiling point, and I try to get right into the message. So if you looked at any of my bloopers reels, I'm like, okay, here we go. Here it is. It's coming. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. Right? And then boom. So I try to start with a smile, and then I try to end. I just try to end on some kind of a call to action or some kind of a quick thought, and hopefully a smile or something, right? So that's it. And then you can go in and you just edit it. You just cut the video. It's super simple. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I want to start by saying listen, you guys and girls, you don't have to put a bunch of money into this. It doesn't have to be super professional. People just want to connect with somebody that's talking about a better life. You don't need to go spend a bunch of money. You just don't need to do that. You just need to connect with people and get out there. I don't, I just hold the video up to my face and I just talk. Now, I like putting some music in the background. It makes it feel a little bit more awesome. It just does. Like, seriously, it just makes it feel more awesome. Now, captions. I'm not a super pro on anything social media wise, but I know like Instagram, for instance, if you say a message, and then you go up, there's a place where you can press a captions button, and then the words that you say will actually get printed out on the screen. Now, why is this beneficial? Because not everybody's going to be listening, but if they can see the words, they might catch something. Okay. Another thing you can do is highlight the message. So if you just put a text on there as an example, do you want to make more money? And then you just highlight that and put it right on the front screen. That way, when it's scrolling through somebody's feed, okay, it says, do you want to make more money? They're like, what's this? Yes, I do. So you have to have something that captures somebody's attention. Does that all make sense so far, everybody? You guys all picking up what I'm putting down? Good. Yeah. Just want to make sure. Just want to check in. Here's the next thing I recommend. When it comes to scripts, sometimes I notice this. It's like this. Somebody has like 17 paragraphs loaded into one. It's one giant log of script. People look at that and they think, oh my God, like, you guys, if you're going to do something, break it into little sections. Like 3 little paragraphs is better than one big one. It's just easier to kind of break down. Highlight the words that you want somebody to see, right? Little simple things, but you don't have to take a ton of time in scripting out a huge message. I mean, that just takes a lot of time. Keep it short. Call to action. I recommend often having a call to action. I've never really done this before, but today, in today's video that I do, I'm going to add my Calendly link, and I'm going to be like, hey, book a time if you want. So now I've got an ad talking to people about making money. I'm going to say, hey, if you want to make more money, like, let me know. And then I'm going to put my Calendly link right there. And if somebody comes across it, they can literally click on it and book a meeting with me. So, and then finally, the last thing is tag and share. Tag and share. If there's if there's people that you want to hear your message, tag it, share it, get it out there. All right. And then finally, just post it and carry on with your day. All right. Another thing I'll share with you all, I don't, hey, I don't really look back. All right. I like to think of, I recommend being a producer, not a consumer. Too many people are consumers. Produce, check to see if somebody said something, reach out to them directly. If somebody had a question, reach out to them directly. That's what I recommend. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm just sharing with you some of what's worked for me. Now, a couple more things. Couple more thoughts, and then we're going to get into making an actual video, which is going to be fun. Followers, people to your network, add them every day. Add them every day. I just recommend add 25 or 50 people to your network every day, whatever you use. If it's Instagram, if it's Facebook, some people do LinkedIn, this different stuff, right? Add followers every day with a quick thought. Hey, are you still in Edmonton? Are you still doing this? Hey, just a quick thought. Keep it simple Keep it simple and run volume. The next thing I've put on here is when you are following up, get somebody's phone number and talk to them. Get their phone number and talk to them. I don't want to type to people. Why don't I want to type to people? Because there's no connection. There's no connection, right? I don't want to type to people. I want to get on the phone and talk to them. Yesterday, I got 2 great phone numbers of 2 people that I feel have great potential. I left 2 voice notes. I said, hey, this isn't the time to talk. I'm super busy. I'll reach out to you next week when I can. And then space, what's your cell number? Check mark.
They might have been
got both the numbers. I'll give them a call next week. And by the way, guess what they said? Guess what? Again, when you reach out to people, you know that they're looking at your social media. They're looking at your social media. Who is this person? Are they a leader? Are they trustworthy? What are they doing in the marketplace? What are they talking about? Are there lots of pictures of them just eating sandwiches?
I got myself to be,
you know, doing, what are they doing? Like, is this somebody who's like actually going places in life? So they're going to look at your posts. They're going to watch your videos. They're going to check it out, right? How do you avoid scammers? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. To be honest with you, you know, how do I avoid feeling like a scammer? I'm just genuine and honest with people. I'm just genuine and honest. And if somebody's a scammer, you can normally tell. You can just tell. By the way, okay, now we're going to get into some don'ts. A couple of don'ts. Please write this down. Don't. I don't mention WFG ever, personally. I don't ever mention WFG. Not because I'm not proud of WFG. I love WFG. It's because other people don't necessarily understand WFG, and I also want to be compliant. So I'm not saying anything about WFG. I'm talking about Adam, me. I can help you. I don't mention WFG, the companies we work with. If you watch my videos, you'll also notice I don't often talk about products almost ever. Almost ever. Right? Very rarely. Next thing, I don't argue. I don't argue. If somebody posts something stupid on your page, this is what you do. Just a reminder.
Small.
Block, delete,
have a backseat,
carry on.
The kids.
Don't get in a back and forth conversation with somebody. It's a silly, it's very immature. It's not, it's just not professional. If somebody pops on, block, delete, carry on. All right. Next thing, no promises, please, my friends. You know, you can't say, hey, you know, if you want to make $50,000 a month, I will help you do that. Or like, you just can't make promises like, hey, you can make this much money here. The thing is, when you start using specific figures, they have to be founded. They have to be founded. You have to be able to prove it. If somebody says, hey, like, can you prove that? As an example, our company in the last 12 months did $1.3 billion of commissions. That's a fact. That can be founded. I don't mind saying that to somebody. That's a real thing. You just got to be careful of promising people things that aren't things that you can do. Next thing, confidentiality. You know, you can't talk about, hey, my client Jim, last week I did this with their family, unless they've given you that you know. So again, that's why I just recommend, you know, talking mostly about yourself and what you're passionate about. And then the last thing is talking about a job. This isn't a job. We aren't a job. You know, WFG is a business. So you can't use words like salary. You can't use words like guarantee. You can't use words like hire, job, because that's not what we do. Does that all make sense, everybody? Just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure you guys, you guys were pretty clear on that. So with all of that being said, what I'd like to do now, guys, this is gonna be fun. So this is what I want to do.
I go to that same place where I bought.
I'm gonna pop on right now, and you're gonna notice I'm gonna hold the camera to my face, and then I'm gonna shoot a short video. Let's see if I can get this done in one shot. I'm gonna do a short video. I'm gonna talk to people. I'm gonna talk to people about making more money, and I'm gonna say, hey, we can help. And if you want to make more money, hey, reach out. We can help. So I just want you all. I thought today would be good for you to see the process. You know, for you to see, where do you get ideas from? Like, how do you do it? And then what I want to do is I want to post it, and then I want to have everybody share it. and then have, and you know, and tag people that you want to tag in it, and get into, you know, put some comments into it, and really get it out there. You know, people need us more than ever. You guys, can you guys feel that, by the way? Can you feel what's happening in the world, where people need hope, and people need control of their money, and people need, you know, protection from losing their jobs, and all this stuff? They just need it. And so if we're not out sharing messages with people of how we can help, hey, I mean, they're not hearing it. So we got to be out there and willing to do it. So, all right. So this is what I'm doing just while we're chatting here. Another thing that's important, I actually didn't put this in my notes, but another thing that's important is decent lighting. Decent lighting. So you should have, you know, you should have decent lighting when you're doing this stuff. Okay. So while we're chatting here right now, I have, I'm just setting up my camera. Okay. So right here beside me, you guys. You guys see that right there? Got my little camera set up. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to do a message right now. As I had mentioned, often what I'll have is I'll have my, you know, have my little paper in front of me. I just kind of have that idea, you know, make money, debt, you know, control,
WTF.
and like freedom, and then a call to action. All right. All right, everybody, who's ready for this? Are you guys ready? All right. Here we go. Oh, and one more thing, just as I get into this, one last thought that is important. Try to remember that you're talking to an individual, right? Because as I'm chatting, I'm gonna say, hey, listen, guys, everybody, right? You want to talk to the individual that's on the phone, right? Here we go. Pull my light back a little bit here. All right. By the way, I'm gonna mute everyone.
A writer. And more and more. It can't be one day a week. Probably a whole bunch of people. Just one day a week, everyone else, they work right out of all the rest of the stage. You're like gold. But you know, for the damn state, comedy.
Let's call people. Why is this so quiet? Did he mute himself?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay.
Guys, I forgot that I muted myself. You couldn't hear what I just said. Oh, that's so funny.
Hold on. I have my.
So here's what I said. I mean,
Hi.
I'll play it. I'll share it anyways. This is what I said. Actually, you know what I'll do instead? I'll just make another one just so you can
confirm people to come to my event.
It's so funny.
Call people.
You guys, see, you don't got to be perfect to figure this stuff out. I muted myself while I was muting you guys.
I don't want to,
All
but I
right.
got to.
Our family wants to help your family. If you and your family want to make more money, if you and your family need to make more money, and I know you do, 90% of Canadians are not making enough money. And if you want to make more, if you want to have more money, if you want to have control of your money, I can help. Our family wants to help your family. Now listen, I'm going to post a link at the end of this video. And if you click that link, you can have a direct one-on-one meeting with me. And we can talk about how we can make this happen for you so that no family is left behind. All right, you guys could hear that one. So Now let's do a little quick takeaway. I just want to kind of, let's do some takeaways from the video. Is there anybody that thinks that was hard to do? No. Wait, and I want you guys to do some takeaways. Throw some quick takeaways in the chat. Yeah, simplicity, just straightforward. Energy. Awesome. Oh, thanks, Jenna, for saying I was muted back there. Silent film. I'm now seeing those videos, those texts from before. Great. Simple, direct, simple. Yeah, just make money is good. Yeah, just repeat. Yeah, having a line and just, you have to get into people's subconscious minds. You have to get into people's subconscious minds, right? That's what has to happen. So watch. Let me see here. All right. So this is what I'm going to do now. Actually, here, this is what we want to do. I have Diane with me now. I'm not gonna edit this video in front of you guys where you got to kind of sit there and watch me just do this and waste your time. I'm gonna post this on my TikTok, my Facebook, and my Instagram, and I'm gonna post it today. And so you can go on there and you can share it. Obviously, if you want to, you can share it on your page. Remember, even if it's me, if it gets onto your page and people have questions, I make these videos. I want to share this. I make these videos, yes, obviously for me, but I make them for you. I make them for you guys to be able to share them onto your page. So let's get into some questions. I'm going to have, whether it's myself and Diane, I asked Diane to have some questions, some just ready to go through some questions because she's great at it. She's really good on social media and she just does a great job. So let's get into some questions. Candace, do you have a question?
Hey, Adam. To either one of you guys, like your social media is great and I watch all the time. Now I have the book, I have the ideas, I take from audio, I take from everything, and I have a ton of stuff to post, but I'm not posting consistently. What is your main platform? Like, what are you using most? Because I have trying different platforms and then this glitch or this happens and it does get a little bit frustrating. So what do you find works the best to get across all the platforms? Like, what are you recording with?
I mean, I just do what I just did. Again, I am not a professional. So for myself personally, I use my phone and I'm like, hey, here's the thought. And then I'm like, boom. I personally, I post on like TikTok, and I know, there's different, Angela posted some, some compliance stuff in there. If anybody wants to, you can look on WFG online. So I just talk about a simple message. I put it on my phone. I usually do it on TikTok, and then I do it on Instagram, and I do it on Facebook.
So what did you record with right now, that video? Where did you go?
Just my camera.
Right, but I mean with Instagram, or you're just using your camera on your phone?
Yeah. Oh, and put it on cinematic. If you got a decent phone, which by the way, if you're in business in today's world, you should have a decent phone. But I put it on cinematic. It makes you look like a movie star. All right, it's different. So cinematic just makes you look cool. I don't know what it is. It's just it's a crisp quality video. I do recommend cinematic. Yeah. Diane, any thoughts on that? And you guys, we just want to open it up for any questions. On social media, on posting. Sorry, go ahead, Diane.
I would say the same platforms. I'm not a huge fan of LinkedIn, but I like to shake things up. So I go on, add some things over there and keep things interesting because I find it a little dry. So I think being different is super important, grabbing people's attention. And also you said like glitches and like non-consistent. I heard those two. If you're doing it every single day, you're going to get really good at it really fast. So just be consistent and don't stress out about the glitches. Just keep going.
Yeah, that's so important. That's so important. And really important as well. Listen, you've got 3 to 5 seconds, if that, to grab somebody's attention. So you better have a thought plan quickly. Like, hey, as an example, I started by saying, hey, we're here to help your family make money, right? That's the first thing I said. Our family can help your family make money. Now that grabs somebody. Now I've got a little bit of time, but you better have kind of a punchline and something quick. Here's something you don't want. Here's how you don't want to start a video. Hey guys, listen, it's me again. And I've just been thinking, and I have these things on my mind that people are like, swipe, next, get out of here. get into your message. Don't have a whole rambling as to why you're thinking about things. You've got like a split second to get somebody's attention. All right, I just wanted to share that. Sorry, Candace, another question?
Yes, okay. So just to clarify, so you're recording on your phone. So what I'm really getting at is I'll go in and I'll specifically use a reel to record myself using, let's say, on Facebook or on Instagram or with TikTok. What is
gotcha.
the best? That's what I'm saying. So
Well,
that's
no. Do it on your phone, because then you can. You don't get to, if you do it on Facebook, they own your video. So I want like 1,000 videos of myself saved on my own phone that I can use for other things at different times. So have it on your phone, and then you've got your own copy and you own it. It's yours.
And Diane, you're recording everything just on your phone and then using the sites to get it out there.
You know what? I'll give you a quick hack, because sometimes you want to use Instagram or things like that for the filter, because I have a favorite filter on Instagram, but then you can't share it to the other ones. So I record it on Instagram and then I screen recorded it on my phone and then just edit it and use it on all of them. Cross-post it.
Okay, because I'm trying different platforms to do the recording, and it's difficult
do one.
sometimes. It's tough. It takes a lot of time. That's where the issue is. Got it. Thank you.
Yeah. And again, you know, well, here's a simple thing. I mean, get onto YouTube and just look up like how to do great videos, because there's great filters and different things that you can do, and it makes a difference, you know? So it's but again, what's more important is having a great message that connects with somebody. That's the most important, and being consistent. My friends, it's marketing. You're in a marketing company. Every business is built based on their marketing. So just remind yourself of that, and don't care what people think or say. That's the worst thing you can do. Paul, go ahead. Question, thought? We got about 5 more minutes here, friends.
You bet. Thanks, Adam. I appreciate you doing this. 2 questions. One is volume on the music. I don't know, like if I get into one of them and it's too loud, I just turn it off. Do you adjust that volume?
Yeah, I've messed that up once, and somebody was like, "We can't hear you." So I'm like, yeah, it's just a little bit, you know, I just try to listen back to it. But if I'm on, like I put it full blast on my volume speaking, and it's probably like, you know, I don't know what a percentage, like 5%. I just want to be able to at least hear that there's some music. Yeah, you don't need to overdo it. Yeah. Yeah.
The other one is your captions. You said that you use Insta to do the captions. So are you importing your video into Insta and then exporting it back to your phone, or are you linking it to Facebook? How are you doing that?
Yeah, no, good question. I think on a post on Facebook, you can use captions, but I think on the reel you can't. So there's, again, I'm not a master on it. I just know some of them have it. So I would get you guys to kind of pop on and do some self-studies on like YouTube. And the other thing I want to share is this. So just one last thought. Good questions, Paul. You know, get on and do a little bit of technical self-studies, but I want to remind you guys, social media marketing and cold marketing and meeting new people is just to get into helping them in their warm markets as much as you can. You know, like these two new recruits that I'm looking at working with next week. My purpose is then to help them in their market and help them as much as I can to expand their market and get referrals in their market. You know, so I just want to make sure everyone is reminded of that. It's a warm market business. So once I recruit somebody, I can help them in their market as much as possible until they need to get into a cold market. Don't start in a cold market. They don't know you. They don't trust you. Start in a warm market, and that's the way to do it. So, my friends, again, let's do some. I got probably 2 more minutes. Let's do some takeaways. And hey, actually, here's my challenge. By the way, I'll end on a challenge. Here's my challenge. It's just not even a challenge. It's a recommendation. Here's my recommendation. Is I just recommend doing one of these a day, or at least one every second day. Because how else are you going to get out there, and how else are people going to recognize you as a reputable, trustworthy brand if you're not out there? And everybody's on their phone, so you've got to do it. So my I do one a day, like 90% of the time. It doesn't take that much time, but I can't tell you how much like joy and blessings and just how much your life can change from the people that you can meet through posting these videos. You know, like I'm looking at Troy Jewell right now. He's on my page, and I just love working with Troy. You know, and I met Troy through his cousin that I met through my videos, and I met him through that. You know, and when Reese, you know, jumped on, you know, he looked at my videos, and now Reese here, he is qualifying for the cruise. His life has changed forever. You know, he's just found his purpose. If I wasn't making those videos, Reese wouldn't be going on this cruise with his family, would he? Right? So it's like, it's for other people. At the end of the day, you got to get out of your own head and have a heart of service where you're trying to find people to help them. And then if you're doing that, hey, if you're doing that, man, yeah, Diane said she'd still be working at a casino till 4 a.m. Right? I saw Reese put up his cartoon hand. By the way, Reese, congratulations on qualifying for the cruise, buddy. And that's a whole team thing. Obviously, it's him, you know, he's representing his whole team. Nick from his team is also coming, boys. We're going to have a hell of a time. Reese, did you want to have the closing message just as we wrap up? Oh, he's frozen, I think, isn't he? Yeah. He looks like he's okay. Do you want to pop on and say something, Reese? I can't tell. If you are, speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm just going to wait. I think Reese might be frozen because I think he's outside of his house right now. Let's just kind of see here. And if he doesn't pop on in 5 seconds, we'll just kind of pop off here. But we're going to give this
Adam,
about...
can I speak for Reese?
Sure you can. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'm very happy that my boy's coming. Oh, see, he's right gone now. So that's awesome. But where I'm more excited is to see who's next. Who's coming next?
Yeah.
Who's the next on the list?
Yeah, that's great. A great simple thought. And I just want to remind everybody as we leave this class today, go start being a presence out there. Start having a voice out there. If you haven't been, start. If you have been, do it more. People need us. The world needs us. There's enough garbage out there that they need people talking about positivity and a better life and what's possible. People need to hear from you. They need to hear your voice. And like Nick said, as you start continuing doing this stuff and building your business, the next time a big trip or something comes up, you're going to be there. But more importantly, as we close, your family will be protected financially. Your family will be free. Your family will be taken care of because you were doing the work to build your business and make this happen. So we love you all. I'm going to post this video shortly. You can all share it. I'll post a chat in the WhatsApp, and let's